Hello, good morning, friends. Happy Raksha Bandhan to all of you. And I think today I'm yet back with one of the most interesting topic, basically, which most of you might have heard about the title, basically on the thumbnail. Badhakaraka house or Badhakaraka planet. Okay. Badhakaraka is technically a Hindi word, and the English translation for this word is basically obstructive or the planet which can bring hurdle in your life. Now, that can be related to luck, that can be related to income achievements, or that can be related to marital life or any other aspect of life. Okay. So before I think going on the topic, basically, let me give you a background about it. Okay. If you look at the natural zodiac belt starting from the Aries sign, okay, the 11th house lord basically Saturn, which is the lord of Aquarius sign, which speaks about networking, gains, achievement, friends, okay, fulfillment of all your worldly desires and everything. So Saturn rules here, that sign. It's the Mool Trikon sign or a kind of a headquarter kind of a sign, a fixed nature sign. Okay, and we also need to know that Saturn, being the significant planet of sixth house, your prarabdha karma, your debt, unfinished duties, or bad karmas, then it is the significator of eighth house of transformation, suffering due to our prarabdha karma or bad karma, and finally 12th house significator of suffering for paying back something like that, dealing with adverse situations or something, payback of our prarabdha karma. So Saturn, whenever is the significant planet of 6, 8 and 12th house, no matter what, it is one of its fixed position. And in the natural zodiac belt, it owns two signs. Capricorn, the 10th house of career, profession, status, action or karma. And then finally Aquarius is the fruit. But from the Leo sign, if you look, Leo sign speaks about the past life merits of an individual genetics and something. Okay. So from Leo, if you see, Aquarius becomes the sixth house, the depths of soul. Okay, depths of soul, enemy of soul, or pending karma of soul, and Aquarius is an extension to that. The challenge, the counterbalance energy of that. Okay, so with this we come to know that Saturn is the universal Badhakaraka. No matter you are born in which ascendant. Okay, technically Jupiter is the significator of 11th house. In whichever ascendant you are born, apart from 11th lord, Saturn, Jupiter, three planet basically gives you the feature related to the 11th house matter. Okay, fruits, achievement or fulfillment of anything. No matter you do great job, whether you are getting promotions, growth or not. So this way, somewhere you need to understand a Badhakaraka house with the background of significator, with the background of Saturn, and then you have to look at the lords. Okay, now Badhakaraka is classified into three different levels. Basically, there are three different kind of signs, movable signs. Movable signs are like Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. These are the movable signs which are, you can say, they are very good in starting up any task, leadership calls, beginning of any task or ventures or something like that. They are very energetic by nature, but they lack one thing, faith. They lack consistency in things. They somehow behave in the way like that we are, I are, me are sufficient enough to deal something single-handedly. Like Mars, youthful energy. In the youthful stages, basically we all are driven by lot of energy, hormonal imbalances are there. Basically we lack wisdom at that point of time, or experience is lacking. The initial teenage level to the mid 28 level, that area basically belongs to the planet Mars. So somewhere basically you need to know moon is also the planet of emotions. Moon sometimes is very fluctuative tendencies and mood swings and all those things. In the similar way, Venus, being the Libra sign lord, is also a bit fluctuative temperament, planet of temperament, comfort on everything, condition supply, and then finally Capricorn Saturn comes. Okay, so all the movable sign whenever comes into the first house as an ascendant, the 11th lord in their case becomes the Badhakaraka planet in their chart. Okay, for Aries ascendant, Saturn is a Badhakaraka. For Cancer ascendant, Taurus sign falling in 11th house, Venus becomes the Badhakaraka. Okay. Then if you go to the Libra ascendant, Sun becomes the Lord of 11th house, Leo sign becomes the Badhakaraka. In the Capricorn ascendant, Mars becomes the Badhakaraka in the 11th house, being Scorpio being the sign. So technically in movable sign, basically all the fixed sign comes in the first 11th house. Okay. So if the 11th lord is sitting in this case in 11th house, sometimes these people may look very promising, gaining lot of things and certain things, but somewhere the deep down their heart, basically their desire, some wishes, some hard work may not be delivering the result as per their aspirations. Because 11th house acts as a Badhakaraka, and I think nobody should drop a question like that, that what is the solution, or I think remedy for that. Look, this is a structure which is designed as per the universe. Wherever you are born in a movable sign, you lack one thing called patience, far-sightedness. I think whenever you go for a very long-term goal, you have to study too much, you have to do lot many hard work. There are a lot of areas we need to go through. The kind of sign which falls in the 11th house, that demands a certain level of discipline in your life, consistency, to make sure that you regularly make sure that you make consistent gains in your life, growth in your life. You must have a good network of friends related to that areas, so that will play a constructive role in giving you something in your life. So any planet if goes into the Badhakarak house in the movable sign ascendant, okay, let's say Mars going in Aquarius sign, Mars will feel bit frustrative there if Saturn is also very strong simultaneously. So basically, Mars will not feel successful. Basically, Mars has to work in a teamwork. Like in an army, if you see that there are a lot of soldiers coordinate each other and work as a team, as a unit. In the cricket, we have 11 players. In the hockey, we have lot many players. So somewhere basically it's a teamwork area. No matter you may be physically confident, your confidence will be great, your mind will be great, your something will be great. But that science tries to teach you that work for the society, work as a team. Somewhere you have to become a selfless. So that approach needs to be developed. 11th house is a house of teamwork. Okay. So basically that is the way you need to understand. Now when the Cancer ascendant comes, Moon finds exaltation in the 11th house Taurus, but yet somewhere is a planet of desire, emotions. Ask any people who are Taurus moon sign with the Cancer ascendant. Does all their wish in their life got fulfilled? They got everything what they aimed for, desired for, they put effort or something. Taurus is the sign of wealth, money, pleasure, comfort, and family. Somewhere you can say it's a sign of a nepotism also. So if any person who is a Cancer by nature, let's say, becomes a bureaucrat, becomes a powerful person as a politician or somebody like that, then they somewhere try to promote nepotism, somewhere their own family, own member, and something like that. So they always think about their own self, a bit kind of a selfish by nature. Actually, Taurus is a completely materialistic sign. So whenever you think about always your first, whenever you come into the 11th house area, 11th house is a corporate world where you cannot behave like a dictator or a selfish person. So moon becomes little bit selfish or biased there. So that attitude needs to be given up somewhere. Okay, you need to value the worth of people along with you as your friends or somebody like that. You cannot be only friends with somebody, friends in benefit or something. That will not work for a long time. Moon is a planet of character also. Okay, you will be very stable, very stubborn by mind also. Sometimes you do not like to take the help of guidance of other people or something like that, because Taurus is like a bull. Okay, a very higher and fire kind of mentality. So somewhere that bull attitude needs to be. Mind becomes a kind of a bull, very stagnant. I said now, moon in the fixed sign into some way, stable mind, consistent mind is up to some extent okay, but that should not take the shape of a stubborn mind. No, I am the whole and soul of everything. I know everything. That becomes a very difficult thing in the life. So somewhere in difficult times, basically you have to learn the art of a teamwork. So that was the area you need to understand for the Cancer ascendant. Now if Libra becomes the ascendant, Venus becomes the lord of a Libra ascendant, 11th house Leo comes. Leo means influential friends, powerful friends, people with a good name, power, authority, and anything. Venus is a basic planet of 7th house, relationship, friends. But Venus, you can say the planet of richness, And Venus somewhere has this condition, that attitude that becomes very selective in everything. Typical female mentality. They always choose the best. Nothing wrong in that. Nothing wrong in that. But when you put up everything in a competition, let's say put Venus in Virgo, a female is a bigger competitor of a female. Whenever a beautiful woman is standing, a very next to another more beautiful woman stands next to her. Now imagine the scenario there. I don't say that every female will have somewhere there, but somewhere that jealousy, that she is better than me, she's having better life than me, somewhere that. Okay, when you see a comparison, a challenge in your life, in the similar way, 11th house is the house of network friends. And if you only want to be friends with powerful people, good people, rich people, selective people, typical that female mentality, that I want security in life, good name, fame, nothing wrong in that. But Leo comes up with lot of terms and conditions. Leo is a royal sign. It's a royal prison. If you become a queen, if you marry a king, or if you get a very great friends, powerful friends, then there are a lot of terms conditions. You cannot roam on the street without security, without bodyguard. Imagine a big celebrity actress or a big politician or a big public figure. Automatically lot of restriction will come up. You cannot have a street food without somebody or some. I'm not talking about anybody having there and they are expecting, but the main theme behind that Badhakaraka is somewhere you have to know that. No matter, you may be somewhere. I have chart of lot of females basically who have, or men's who have Venus in the 11th house. So basically they look for life partner, friends, or somebody who are very well settled, sophisticated, something like that. And Leo is the past life merit house, which becomes a Badhakaraka. So somewhere basically Leo will not let you get everything you want. It's the fire sign, and a lot of heat is there. So somewhere some of the desires may be burned in your life. Sometimes you may be in a very big position or maybe having very royal surrounding network, but still certain things will be lacking. You cannot have a free, like for example, if anybody is aware about the birth chart of Mr. Narendra Modi, who is the Prime Minister of India, he has a Venus Saturn in the 11th house. It sounds very powerful. Can he exercise anything without thinking of, can he behave like a dictator? Can he be very choosy in nature? So there are lot of restrictions and lot of things you need to be very careful with that. Okay, so 11th house is something you have to always keep interest of lot many people in your mind. You cannot be completely one-sided choosy. When somebody will find you will have certain lackings or bad days will come up, you will get the treatment in the same way. So that way I have given you, I think, one of the idea about the movable sign Libra. Okay. After Libra, basically we'll be moving to the fourth movable sign, which happens to be Capricorn, the natural zodiac belt, career, profession, your designation, your status, your chair. Through your hard work, you can achieve your position, your name, fame, authority, something like that. Okay, but Capricorn being a movable sign, in the 11th house, the house of gain, they basically face the energy of Scorpio, Padakaraka, Mars. Although Mars get exalted in Capricorn, but it's a planet of energy, insecurities also, consistent competition. Mars is a significator of natural third and sixth house. Once you reach the topmost position in your life, you have to make sure to sustain that power, position, name. There will be a war throughout the life. In the same terms, if you want to achieve certain things in life, you have to go through lot many adversities in life, lot many transformation, lot many setbacks, surprises, uncertainty will be a part of your life. There is no such track in anybody's life who do not have any challenges, any problems to make certain achievements. Sometimes you have to follow very unethical paths, or sometimes you have to do such kind of karma which you may not be willing to do sitting on the chair. Let's say a policeman, and his object is to caught the criminal, and somewhere the criminal happens to be his one of the best friend or family member or his younger brother or elder brother, somebody, Scorpio energy, and he has to shoot at sight. He has got such kind of order from his superior. Imagine a Capricorn as a cop, encounter specialist, and Scorpio is the criminal, and that criminal is the younger brother, sister, family member, friend, somebody else. Imagine that situation. His goal is to achieve that, and suddenly he comes to know that his brother, sister, they are criminal, hidden enemy or something like that. So Capricorn has to be very much predetermined. The chair, position, power, friends, nothing is permanent in the life. It's a part and parcel of your life, and you have to live with that. That mindset you have to. If you sit on a chair, let's say a politician gets the power, authority, wins the election, and they always think that this is my birthright to sit on this chair, nobody can snatch with me. I can do anything. Scorpio is everything reverse in your life. Everything can be reversed. You cannot be a dictator in life. Everything has a time span, expiry date, and that Scorpio reminds you. You have a limitations. So that way you have understood the Badhakaraka area into the movable signs. Okay. Now if any planet goes in that sign, that planet will also feel that heat kind of a restriction, that kind of hurdle, challenges, and that planet may be lord of any specific house. No matter, it may be looking very promising, but will not give you the complete free access to achieve something in that area. Okay, so that you can check that sometime people looking that 11th lord sitting in 11th house. I myself is a Cancer ascendant born. I have 11th lord sitting in 11th. Till the moment I was thinking about my own family and on everything and something like that, I have learned the astrology. Why should I share with somebody else? I was a bit selfish. I was not interested to come on the social media public. But somewhere basically when you spread the knowledge and you feel that everybody must have get the experience what you have share and everything as a teamwork, then I started finding growth, satisfaction, somewhere name, position in life. So somewhere you have to come out of that hangover, that mindset, typical stubborn attitude, and deliver something to the society. Then it will allow you to have a consistent growth in your life. That is the hidden secret behind that. Okay. Now I think we will come to the second lot of signs, which are the fixed signs. Now all the fixed sign, if you see basically Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. In the fixed sign ascendant, if you are born in any of the fixed sign ascendant, the sign falling in the ninth house becomes a Badhakaraka in your chart. In the Taurus ascendant, Taurus is a family institution, wealth, bank, money. And ninth house is a dharma, society, again, gurus, teachers. If you see basically Capricorn falling in the ninth, Capricorn is a very ambitious sign, is a sign of power, position. You want to become the main controlling authority in temple, society, any organization, and expecting that luck should always be behave like a slave permanent with you. Ninth is house of luck, a society we live within, religious, spiritual society. We should never try to control the society. Never develop that no only my rule, my way should walk. The society should walk according to my interest, our family's interest. You try to tame down the religion, dharma, and anything, gurus, teacher. Somewhere basically you cannot be that hardcore nature. And suppose you are a big organization, you are a big political fund, organization, you are a big multinational company, family, or something like that. You have a family business, and you expect that luck should always favor you to remain your position will be number one in the world. So in that way, Saturn does not allow you to give you the grip on society for permanent level. कहते हैं ना power position, which I told about the Aries ascendant. Chair, power, position are not permanent. Same is the condition in the Taurus ascendant. Saturn becomes the lord of ninth and 10th house. So somewhere you have to make sure you have to put lot of hard work, effort, consistent level. No matter life punches you, how many times life kicks you lot many times, still you have to fight, you have to deal. But make sure you should not try to change the society. There are some people that we are very rich, influential people. Our family is one of the most powerful family in the world. Okay, we are the owner of the World Bank, and the world should work according to our plan. There are some globalist people. This word will be very much familiar too. They are trying to put a template on the whole world, 8.5 billion. That world should work. One country, one religion, one army. That's all. There should be no family. There should be no brother, sister. There should be no male, female. This is some weird mind, a madman's thought, trying to put a society into a bracket. This is a universal design. Whenever you go against the universe, somewhere you will see the backlash. Lot many entities coming up against you. Your dominance will crash, collapse, economical superiority, and you are expecting that your status should remain like that. Nothing is permanent, no matter who the hell you are. Okay, so this was the theme behind the Taurus ascendant. Your status will never be same in the society. Someday you will see rise and fall. With that, you have to learn to deal with the society, good and bad things. Okay, most of the people think that just because I have money, I have power, I have influence, I can change the society. First of all, bring change within your own self. Come out of that mindset. If you simply put blames on policeman, priest, pujaris, pandit, astrologer, gurus, that there are a lot of corrupt people, they are not doing this, then you better step in, take the charge, take the responsibility, learn, develop, and set an example. That is the way Badhakara house demands you to. Saturn wants to set an example. Don't make noise. Nothing is going to happen with your words or opinion. You have to set an example there. Capricorn sign in the ninth house as a Badhakaraka demands that attitude, self introspection, and putting an example, then asking people to follow you. Okay, so that was the second Badhakaraka sign. Even if exalted Mars goes there, you try to behave like a dictatorial, you will see a lot of backlash from hidden ways, because in Taurus ascendant, Mars is the lord of our 12th house, secret enemy. You can see a big revolt sometime in your life, despite of having, let's say you are a commander in army, a army dictator. Okay, and Mars is like, in Bangladesh, if you see recently what happened, let's say student youth basically controlled the country by violence and lot many things. Even the army controlling something. How long? Whenever you behave like you cut down all the views of public and suppress everything, something will come up. Uprising will come up. So that way you need to. There is no permanent family. There is no permanent brand. One day everything has to vanish. Your status, name, position. Never try to be the fate writer of your future generations. Every soul coming in your life, if you become a parent and you think that my son or my daughter should feels must get this kind of position, this kind of marks, this kind of growth and everything. Every people, you may be a father, you may be a mother, okay, but everybody coming through your genetics also having a karmic map behind. Their karmic patterns are there. Okay, your thought should not be imposed on somebody. Being a guru, being a teacher, you must give free space to everybody to talk and show their experience. That is the way Taurus needs to work basically as a Badhakaraka if any planet goes there. Then second sign basically coming Leo year, fixed a sign. In the ninth house, Aries sign comes and Sun becomes exalted there, and the Mars is the Lord. Ninth is the house of Guru, society. You should never try to dictate the society, no matter you are what. Same that Taurus level, Taurus does for the material interest, Leo does for the overall control over the universe or world or something like that. Okay, you may be a great person, but despite of having an exalted sun, you are a tiny soul among the billion supreme soul, just a tiny soul. No matter how powerful you may be, you will never get an opportunity to control the whole universe. You have to somewhere come out of. You should never try to supersede your gurus, your teachers, your father, forefathers. No matter you may be, they might have seen their generation, they have dealt with their children. Just because the change of generation, change of way of thinking, you should not demean them. You should try to insult them. And in the certain level, your father, your parents may not have given you good teaching, training, or something. There might be difference of opinion, but you should not try to overthrow them or try to remove them from the position or trying to taking the command and something like that with your guru, your teacher. That again is a very dangerous thing. That's why in the Leo ascendant, ninth house becomes a Badhakaraka. If you think you are an autocrat, society has thousands and billions of like you. Okay, so if you do one action, you will get four reaction towards you. It's that way you need to understand how fixed a sign Badhakaraka. The biggest structure, kingdoms, everything can be vanished. Never try to do that. No matter you are rich, powerful, influential, your soul is very dynamic, you can be very futuristic, you have a great leadership quality, but still there are a lot of limitation. You can be leader in your house, but not on the society. If society willingly gives you through your action, through your abilities, administrative talents, and trying to show a leader, something like that, set with an example. That way you will be accepted. Okay, that was the area. Now we come to the third fixed sign, which is Scorpio. Scorpio being the sign of adversity, uncertainty, death and rebirth, fear, lack of trust, darkness in life, not able to figure it out what's coming up. It's the sign of Mars and Ketu. Ketu basically detachment and everything. For a Scorpio ascendant fellow, the ninth house in the house of Guru, Father, Teacher, the sign Cancer falls. Unconditional lover, a mother. Cancer is like a mother who never calculates that how much love I am giving to my child and will they give me back or not. It's that kind of guru teacher. Even Jupiter gets exalted. Somewhere your father, mother, guru, they may be very emotional, they will be very large hearted, generous hearted. So Scorpio finds it very difficult because if the Lord Scorpio Lord Mars goes in Cancer, basically it becomes frustrated because Moon have certain level of patience, farsightedness, and everything. Moon and Mars are poles apart. Moon is peace, comfort. Mars is aggressiveness. They both are completely, despite of being friend, are poles apart by nature. Mars is a kinetic energy, but Moon is somewhere thinking, brain, mind, let go, forgiving tendency, unconditional love. That is not the quality of Mars. Mars is more like a soldier. So whenever basically Scorpio people have to learn the trust, no matter how many setback you get. I'll give you one example. Let's say a Cancer ascendant person, a woman who becomes a mother, fifth house, children, Moon gets debilitated in Scorpio. Fifth is the sign of children. Fifth is the child, house of emotions, love, affection. You cannot be a mathematician in that area. That I have given that much love, I must get it back. That's called business. That's not love. True love, unconditional, which comes through mother. And the every woman who becomes pregnant goes through labor pain, goes through lot of suffering. She goes through death-like scenarios during the pregnancy time. Sometimes most of the female dies during the delivery of a child. So somewhere you need to know, despite knowing that a woman has to go through all many pains, periodic cycle, she faces that life. She becomes unconditional, a kind of a warrior, a large-hearted woman. For protection of their child, family, even faces the death also. That unconditional nature. Okay. So somewhere basically Scorpio Mars is not that generous with comparable to Moon. So somewhere they have to learn that generosity. They might have lot of complaint that life punished me, life gave me lot many bad things. I didn't got a mother's love. I didn't got this, that. Lot many things will be there. But you need to know that you are born in a certain ascendant with a certain moon sign and Cancer falling in the ninth house. Despite you may be having a moon placed there, but still it's not giving you the way you want. Okay, you cannot be completely selfish that I must get everything. The society should be changed by revolution or something like that. Scorpio is a very vulnerable sign in that context. So somewhere basically you need to understand that even if exalted Jupiter goes there, does not gives you the free access of everything. You need to go through lot many turmoil, lot many things to discover lot many things. Knowledge, wisdom looks very easy, but it's not. You need to do literally tapasya, where there is unconditional nature and trust is required. Faith is required, which is what Cancer sign stands for. It's a sign of an exalted Jupiter, unconditional trust, faith in what you pick up in your life. So basically, ninth house falling in a BADHAKARA, any planet going there, or I think moon going to anywhere, that BADHAKARA energy will remain, be a part of your life. So somewhere you have to learn, no matter how many your hearts are broken, how many times you have been cheated in love, relationship, family, guru, teacher, you met with bad astrologer, you with lot many. But once you are born in Scorpio ascendant, you need to understand this is the 12th sign from Sagittarius. Destruction of society, destruction of father, losses of father. You might have done something very bad in the past life with the mother, father. Does not mean that all Scorpio might have done like that. No. But trying to tell you that you need to understand that which kind of chemistry it's making with Sagittarius. Moon becomes debilitated here. So somewhere if you are born in this ascendant, your certain karmas are designed in that way that you have to learn and live this life in this way. Okay, in Mahabharata there was a guru who used to teach bow and arrow, how to fire the bow and arrow basically. So in Mahabharata, you might have heard about Eklavya, Karna, who didn't got the guru's guidance in the straightforward way. They tried to act of deceive, or they broke the rule to learn through trick or through deception. They tried to learn and they got the curse from the guru. They were discarded by guru or something like that. So that energy comes with Scorpio. No matter if there is no teacher, learn with hardcore experiences somewhere. Basically there are a lot of other ways life teaches you in that way, hardcore way, facing adversities that way, but don't become bitter with that. You are born in this ascendant with a specific purpose. Okay, so that way you need to understand this behaves like a Badhakaraka in the ninth house, Cancer sign. Then finally we basically come to the Aquarius ascendant, which is the last fixed sign ascendant, and Libra sign becomes the ninth house as a Badhakaraka. Saturn is a planet of equality, fair play, a old man, a labor, a worker, not a very rich man or something like that. It likes to have a equality in the universe. There should be everything equal. Everybody must get fair opportunity and everything. That Saturn mentality. Justice must be given to everybody. In the present scenario, Saturn mostly lives in present world or somewhere in the past. Okay. Sometimes Saturn can be futuristic also. But Saturn itself doesn't knows one thing, basically in the Aquarius ascendant being a Aries sign. You want to make a world in an equal, better opportunity for everybody. Think thoughts are good. But every individual in the society does not carry the same kind of karma pattern in the life. Hmm? In a jungle, you cannot make a dog, a lion, a cat, a monkey equals. They cannot have the same eating habits. The universe is not designed in that way. So this, I think some politicians also speak up this line very often, basically equalization, man woman should be equal, there should be no rich and poor. It's a very good, it's a very lucrative dream, but somewhere basically you have no idea about the past life, why you are born in this ascendant like a XYZ person, why you are short heighted, long heighted, fat, slim, thin, why rich, poor, why. There is a reason behind that. And air sign is the karma triangle sign, the material illusion environmental sign. Okay, in the material world, everybody is an actor in a good or bad way, has carrying a script based on their past life karma and behaving in a certain way, rich, poor, suffering, what. So there is no possibility that whenever you try to make a society in the equalization, you will never succeed 100% in your life. You cannot make 100% people in the world universe in the equalization fair play. There will be always something unfair. So you have to make sure that you perform your role very well. You contribute a lot of things to the society. Okay, that is sufficient enough. Never try to change the universe, the order, the society, the dharma, and everything. There are some people say that all religions are same. All religions are same. Is it so? Is it so? Then why some religions are hell bent on converting other people, trying to attack other faith and something like that, playing secret games and something like that? Why do you need that? If you are so confident about your religion that your religion is great, why you want to impose on somebody through violence? People can connect with which religion I am talking about. Actually, it's not a religion, it's a political ideology. Sorry, I have used that word in my video, basically in a tutorial, but this subject also speaks about a reality check. If you are using a religion as a tool to capture power on the world, to assemble people and make people fool, idiots, who do not allow them to ask questions in life, that cannot be a religion. That cannot be. And you cannot, archaeologically cannot prove your existence, how far, how old you are. It's a copied version of somebody mixing and making up something and trying to impose on the world. Actually, few devil kind of a nature of people have created this. If anybody is offended, I will not back off with my words. No matter this video gets blocked, I don't mind. But I would like to tell you very honestly. Keep it your hand on your heart. Ask yourself. Aquarius sign is the sign of globalist, capitalist, and a kind of a new world order, and lot of things are happening. They are trying to bring 8.5 billion people under one bracket. This COVID-19 virus and lot of things and lot of pandemic and lot of wars for some powerful rich people to maintain their supremacy throughout the life, generations after generation. A typical Taurus and Aquarius mentality. We always want to be superior in the world. So that way, basically, Aquarius can be a very revolutionary sign, speaking that we want to bring democracy, world change, and everything. But technically, that is not the end goal of that. So basically, if you are a Aquarius ascendant and Saturn is the ninth house, never try to change the world. Make sure that you are just a tiny person. No matter you may be owning the World Bank, I don't care. This universe is run by certain powers. When these people were not existed, then also universe was there. There's a invisible power control there which maintains all the universe. Humans cannot bring earthquake, tsunami or something like that. You can do certain for a certain while, not for long. So Aquarius has to be very much realistic, have to toe the line of Saturn, honest Saturn. So that way, Libra sign ninth house becomes the BADHAKARA. Okay, limitations is there. You cannot completely change the fate of the whole universe. You can control your fate up to some extent, your guru, your teacher, but cannot the universe. That way you need to understand you have a limitation, which Saturn itself speaks. Okay, so that is the case, and this was the fixed sign area. After a fixed sign, I'll be coming to the last and final dual sign ascendants. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius and Pisces. And technically there are two lots. In a Gemini ascendant, 7th house, house of marriage, spouse, partner, other side of the world becomes the BADHAKARA. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which is the planet of basic knowledge, general knowledge. And the sign which is opposite to it, Sagittarius, the teacher, the father. The generation gap, the age gap, teenage level and fatherhood level. Child feels that fathers are putting lot many rules, imposition, trying to teach me something. So this student teacher difference of opinion, difference of faith will always be there. So sometimes you become that if things cannot happen my way, that becomes a BADHAKARA. Somewhere you have to put your legs in teacher's position. You have to learn from that angle, then you can understand certain things. You are a youth, you are a energetic, but you have lack of wisdom in there. It's the knowledge versus wisdom. You do not agree with the terms and conditions. Mercury is not a planet of far-sightedness, deep thinking, very deep. It's an airy sign. It's a teenage level sign, hormonal sign. Lacks the wisdom. Sometimes father says, now once you will come to my age, you will understand the world. But when father at that point of time age says that, or to their daughter or children's, they are in the youthful stage, full of energy, hormone. You don't understand. You are in the mood to discover, explore, adventure, everything. But certain things when goes wrong and you go through lot many experiences, you don't want to take the viewpoint of anything. Stays very overconfident, and certain things can backfire. So that attitude of Mercury with Jupiter creates a trouble. That's why Sagittarius becomes a BADHAKARA for Gemini ascendant. If you bring the Virgo ascendant, Virgo is a typical like a lawyer, a policeman, a kind of a person who needs proof of everything, logic, reason, that's fine. But universe has made certain limitations. Pisces is the sign of ocean, a universal courtroom, unconditional faith and trust. Mercury is like a politician, an activist, a youth, a lawyer, a policeman who demands proof of anything. Can you prove the air in the physical form? It is visible, but it exists. So Pisces sign comes up with lot many mystery. Mercury is a tiny level of intellectual. You have gathered certain facts and figure. The whole universe, the ocean below, the underground, still in one lifetime. Being an astrologer, there are a lot of people after reading handful of books, after going through lot many videos, when we write certain post article based on certain experiences we have got, they simply write very quickly that I don't agree, I have not seen like that, the book has not been written in that way, the classical textures are not mentioning in that way. And I'll put a one question to you people. When the classical texture were writing on by the sage Parasara or Bhrigu Rishi or something, where your forefather are physically present there, if that's you have no answer to that question, and you have no right to ask such questions. Because these sages, these books and all the Vedic texture were written lakhs of years before. It has crossed through many yugas, through many teachers, many intellectuals, crossed through many hands, many dialect, many language change. And whatever currently we are having it, He cannot be sure and give a guarantee on that, okay, this is the right way. We have to cross verify, apply, go through experiences. Lot of setback, failure may be there. I'm not claiming that whenever I write a post or an article, you can have a difference of opinion with me. You might have not seen, and every human being is not supposed to experience everything in one lifetime. There are 8.5 billion people on the planet Earth. Everybody's are not supposed to experience the same thing. That does not mean that whatever somebody is experiencing is not a reality for somebody. It may not be for you, but it is with me. Okay, so I accept you have to accept. The way of learning is to be open minded. Don't be a narrow or a block minded person, simply jumping and down that your ethics and logics are wrong. Because if I'll Aslesha Nakra like me, if you come after you, you cannot win arguments with me. It's not about, but this is the kind of a tussle you will see a Badhakaraka energy. Gemini Virgo always faces with the Sagittarian energy. It's a guru teacher. It's like your lack of wisdom. You are not in that position. You are in the youthful age. But once you reach to the level of Sagittarius or Pisces, they are very deep, 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 deep beyond your imagination. Mercury cannot imagine. It's not a planet of imagination. That's why it gets debilitated in Pisces. Mercury does not have that patience, that vision, far-sightedness. But whenever the Mercury is put in Pisces, it's the most scariest sign: setbacks, impatience, very quick judgmental perception, tries to become judge very quickly. It's the ocean. Pisces is the ocean. Even Sagittarius is the ocean kind, fire ocean. In a one lifetime, can you drink the whole ocean? None of the great sages or gurus or teachers have told that. So never try to behave in that quick, fast manner. Okay, that is what a Badhakarak for them. And the same if you reverse order for the Sagittarius ascendant, Mercury becomes a Badhakaraka, Gemini sign, and for the Pisces ascendant, Virgo becomes a Badhakaraka. The logic is same. So any planet going there will create certain level of trouble, turmoil, challenges in their life. Okay, so that was basically the brief discussion about the topic Badhakaraka in my today's. This is a long video. I know that some of people may not have that much of patience, but what I'm making is very much research oriented, detail oriented, I think, explanation behind everything, a topic. Okay, still if you have any doubts, any question, you can drop down in the comment section. And those people who are just watching my video have not subscribed my channel, I please request you subscribe the channel for regular notification of my channel. Because look, once you subscribe now, YouTube spreads that video to the maximum people, liking, sharing, that this video goes to the maximum number of people. Okay, I don't have to make money or have to become a celebrity here. Okay, that's not my end goal. But whatever I was not able to share on Facebook in terms of writing or in my group, here I can put up in a very brief way. It will act as a learning tool in your people's life. But yes, apart from that, if anybody cannot crack what I have said here, want to take consultation, want to learn astrology professionally through me, go to my timeline Manav Shastri or Astrology with Manav Shastri on Facebook. There you will get my WhatsApp mobile number. You can message me and we can have a further discussion about that. Okay. So that was in today's video, and I think I'll be very soon coming up with, I think, more interesting topics. So please like, share, subscribe, and spread with as many people in your surrounding to make sure this channel grows well. Okay, it needs your support and help. Thank you.